and welcome to Hong Kong, Daigaho. Once a year, the Asian Investment Conference takes place here at the Conrad Hotel in Hong Kong. It was called into life by Credit Suisse in 1998 and its popularity has grown over the years. This year, more than 3,000 global leaders, investors and major market players have come together to discuss tomorrow's opportunities in Asia.
In its 13th year, the Asian Investment Conference was expanded, offering a 5-day program that contained more than 120 speeches, panel discussions and keynote luncheons. The host of the AIC, Kai Nargawala, explains the aim of the conference.
I think if you look around Asia, you see that it is a whole area that is very capital hungry. There's huge opportunities here, huge growth opportunities, and for that you need finance. And so helping to connect Asia to the deep capital markets of the world is really what this is all about.
In addition to the Asian economies becoming global growth engines, the Asian Investment Conference has grown into one of the most important conferences in the region, increasing its quality and size every year.
The quality was always very high, but I think we've now reached the point of kind of critical mass where the level of some of the speakers in terms of their level in the political system has just become so high that I think that then brings yet more people in. It's like a snowball which rolls down and attracts more and more to it. And that creates a great buzz here, and it also allows us, I think, to gauge what's going on in the economies and to look at the investment opportunities in the region in a very special way.
Key speakers agreed that the challenge does not lie in simply attaining growth, but in managing and sustaining it. India's Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Kamal Nath, claimed that future growth must equally impact industry, agriculture and trade and reach all parts of the country. That's why he wants to build 7,000 new kilometers of highway every year. This comes down to constructing 20 kilometers of road every day.
The buzzword, as 10 years ago, IT was the buzzword. And I must say that India had its decade of the IT. This, for India, is the decade for infrastructure.
Many other themes, such as the increase of life expectancy, the emergence of the rural Asian economy, the growing consuming class, risk management and asset allocation, and of course the future direction of monetary policy in the various Asian economies, were brought up and discussed in depth during these 5 days.
It's a little bit dangerous to talk about APAC as one area. However, I think there are some common themes which are not unusual to Asia in terms of human nature, but they certainly are in terms of timing. What you see in Asia is a dynamism and a desire to grow, a desire to have a better life that is causing people to look at Asia in a different kind of way. There's a growing middle class, there's a growing consuming class, and there's a lot that has to be done to serve the needs of the population here.
Serving the needs of the population and discovering the investment opportunities was given full account by the program. The platform was prepared not only for the giant growth drivers China and India, but also for the smaller economies that promise significant growth in the coming years. One of the countries investors should look at is Malaysia.
Well, there's some very key strategic sectors in Malaysia. For example, oil and gas, I think it will be a strong sector. The commodity sectors will do pretty well this year. Palm oil and rubber prices are very strong. The construction sector continues to be quite robust. Last quarter, we achieved a 9.2% increase in the construction sector. Then services should also be fairly good. We have liberalized 27 subsectors in which there can be 100% foreign ownership. The financial sector, particularly Islamic finance, is also a very attractive sector that should see fairly robust growth this year and beyond.
Apart from all the topics that were addressed, the conference also left space for people to network during luncheons, coffee breaks and additional side events. This is important for participants.
It's important because it enables us to connect with old friends and people from the real estate market and the equities market and the debt market.
Well, I think it's a remarkable conference for a number of reasons. It brings people here from most parts of the world, predominantly Asia, but from almost every part of the world. And people who've done a detailed analysis and comparison and examination with the problems that we're facing now, and equally important, the problems and opportunities that are likely to be there in the future. And I think no one can come to this conference and not leave it with a much better understanding of what is happening than they had when they arrived.
As every year, the conference closes on the start of the Hong Kong Sevens, saving the best for last. The Sevens is an international rugby tournament held in parts of Africa, Asia, Europe, the US and the South Pacific. Teams play 7-a-side rather than the usual 15-a-side. The games held in Hong Kong are known as the Hong Kong Sevens. They run over the entire weekend following the Asian Investment Conference and have been sponsored by Credit Suisse for the last 13 years.
Well, it's the Hong Kong Sevens is a fantastic event. It's a rugby event, and it's 7 minutes for each half. It's a fairly fast-moving game. It's also an opportunity to have a lot of fun. People enjoy it very much. It's a carnival kind of atmosphere, and it has become a terrific way for us to unwind and have fun with our clients after the very serious business of the AIC.
That was it from the 13th Asian Investment Conference. We're looking forward to seeing you here at the conference next year. Joy Gin!